Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little different. Normally we start with the diamonds and then we do the drinks and the distraction, but we're going to flip it up today and we're going to change it around. So first we're going to start with the drink, which is a Funky Buddha Tropical Floridian. The Floridian tastes kind of like a banana bread beer, I guess. That's how I describe it. It's a Hefeweizen. And this is tropical, so I love tropical stuff. So it's got mango, passion fruit, and papaya in there. So let's check it out. Try to not splash that on my canvas, that'd be bad. Oh, that is like a rainforest in your mouth. Yeah, it's got that mango, the papaya, the passion fruit, and that little bit of like the banana kind of taste from the already Funky Buddha Floridian. So this is really good. Wow, yeah, I feel like fruity beers. This is really, really good. It's light, it's not heavy. It just tastes like, I don't know, like Hawaiian punch with alcohol. I don't know, maybe something like that. But yeah, that's really nice. Funky Buddha Floridian. Drink local. So for a movie today, we'll talk about that while we kind of change it up a little bit. And I'm going to have you guys watch me diamond paint on the section I'm working on. I'm working on Beyond the Shore by Abraham Hunter. There's the sticker sheet. So of course it's backwards. I'm about halfway done. I'm about right here. So we are just about halfway finished with this one. It's a big picture. It is 93 centimeters by 70. It's 36 inches by 27 inches, so it's big. I've worked on bigger pictures, but this one's still pretty big. So we're gonna flip the camera around a little bit and see if I can try to do these terrible video skills and actually work on the canvas while I talk about the movie, and hopefully I don't get distracted from the movie that I'm put the drills in the wrong spot, because that could happen. I'm clumsy, I'm forgetful, that could definitely happen. But yeah, so let's get to it. Okie doke, that was an adventure. Sorry about that. I'm not good at moving my camera around, but yeah, the movie I saw was a movie called Ordinary Angels. It has Hilary Swank as the main character, and when I went into it, I kind of knew it was like a religious film, and sometimes I really don't like religious movies when they kind of shove it in your face. I'm a Christian, and I'm proud of that, but I really don't like movies that kind of just force it upon the audience. So I was a little nervous going into this one, and I was hoping it wouldn't be too preachy, and I was pleasantly surprised. Y'all, let me tell you, I cried that whole movie. I mean, I cry at most movies, the joys of being an empathetic person. But yeah, it was really based on a true story from what I was told. And they talk about the main actual lady behind the story. Her name was Sharon Stevens, I believe, from Louisville, Kentucky. And the premise of this movie is that, I'm not ruining any spoilers, I promise. At the very beginning of the movie, this guy has a wife and she has a baby, and then shortly after, the wife dies. So he is left raising both kids on his own, and finds out that the 5-year-old, the younger one, Michelle, is in need of a liver transplant. And without this liver transplant, Michelle's gonna die, and she's 5 years old. So this character, Sharon, who is Hilary Swank, she's playing in the movie, she basically says, you know what, I need to make some time in my life. She's an alcoholic, which, again, hey, we all have our own things. You guys, no judgment here. We work through our own things. And I know some people are just like, oh, alcohol, it's so bad. And yeah, I mean, I get it, but like, it doesn't make you a bad person if that's your addiction. But, we all have our things in life that we could improve upon. No judgment there. But she's an alcoholic, and she is trying to just find purpose in her life, because she's just kind of existing, partying, and she's at the honky-tonk all the time, dancing on the bar and all that good stuff. And she decides that she's got to do something about this little girl. Something just tells her, I need to help this little girl. I need to do something to help this family. And so she ends up raising some money and they're able to use that to help pay for the medical bills, not just for Michelle and her liver transplant when it comes around, her medication, and all her hospital stays, but also, you know, to help pay off Mom's hospital bills, and Mom was in the hospital. And it's just an incredible story of, I'm not going to ruin the story or anything, I don't want to give away too much, but it's really just an incredible story of how strangers can come together and ordinary people can, you know, be angels and help people. I think there's a lot of stuff in our world today that talks about, you know, how everyone's just bad and everyone's evil and awful and terrible people, and you know, we tend to group people together like that if they're different from us or if they have different political beliefs. And you know, I think that seeing this movie where people come together to help little Michelle and to help Sharon with this mission, no matter what background, financial, you know, racial, socioeconomic, you know, political affiliation, they all come to help Michelle. And they'll come to help Sharon with her, all the things involved in making this happen. Because let me tell you, it's a lot. They get a lot of obstacles thrown at them, and you know, overcoming those obstacles, it's nearly impossible, it seems. So I really enjoyed the movie, and I was very pleasantly surprised that it wasn't preachy, but it had a good message about just being a good person. Whether you have faith or not, being a good person goes a long way. So I really encourage you guys to see it. It was really surprising, like I said, and I left with tears of joy and tears of sadness, and just, it's such a good story about the faith, restoring faith in humanity, because sometimes we just feel like people suck, and it's good to have a little bit of that faith restored. And it's based on a true story, like I said. So of course I'm sure there were some creative liberties taken here and there along the way, but at the same time, you know, they kept the essence of the story, and they even showed some of the clips of the actual events that happened at the end of the movie. And you know, even if there were embellishments, I was still very glad that I went to go see it. So that is that. Ordinary Angels should be playing for a little bit longer. Came out mid-February, so it should be playing for a while longer. I will recommend it. I always recommend the movies that I see for the most part. I'm like, yeah, you should go see them. And looking back at old videos I've done, I'm like, yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, I recommend it. And I'm like, I'm a broken record. My gosh. So, yeah, I recommend this one. And yeah, go in, bring your tissues. I had tissues for my popcorn buttery fingers, and I did not use them for my popcorn buttered fingers. I used them for my eyes because I cried. So it's a really good movie, and I recommend that you guys go see it. So that's that. Have a good rest of your day.